Top 3 questions I get asked on this channel. What does the Amazon Relay load board look like? How do I book loads? And when I book those loads, how do I stay so local? These are the relay rates for Sunday, November 5th. And do I book something tonight?
Let's get into those SoCal relay rates.
All right, let's get into this load board. As always, going to put chapters in this. We're going to do the recommended loads up front, followed by 53, then 26, then we'll take a look at some spot capacity. So there'll be chapters in the bottom. Go ahead and skip ahead to your part if you'd like. Let's take a look at those recommended loads. Love seeing that unlocked early access. So recommended, they've got a Sand 3 one-way going to Phoenix, 53-foot trailer provided, 880 is the total payout. There's a little Sand 5 to Sand 5, 3 in the morning. Noisy car. Let's see, this is going to be going to National City. Yep, DSD3, 687 a mile, not bad. 220 total payout. Here's same load going at 330. Another load, same load going at 330 as well. All three going to National City. Here is a Paris, Send 3 to Paris. Stop in the middle. Let's see what that is. That's stopping up in Vista, DSD5. So you're probably taking a loaded one up to Vista, and then dropping off or changing out that loaded one for an empty up to Paris. So 3 stops, 394 a mile. Another Sand 5 to Paris. That other one's Sand 3, this one's Sand 5. Let's see here. That one is 337 a mile. Let's see if any recommended box trucks come up. 53, 53, 53. Here you go. First 26-foot one. Sand 5, ending in Imperial, 3 stops, 427 a mile. Not bad. That leaves at 4 in the morning. That is, according to the new time, that's about 8 hours from now. Let's see where that middle stop is. They've got you going from Sand 5 to El Cajon. Great. On the way out to Imperial, just head out the 8 the whole way. Probably not going to find a load in Imperial, but you know, that's an option. 427 a mile. Here's 571 a mile, 4 stops, starting at Sand 5, ending in Lakeside, going to San Diego off of Cass Street, then University in San Diego, and then heading out to Lakeside. That one, it starts here at in 6 hours. San Diego ending in Solana Beach, 743 a mile. 5 stops. Let's take a look at what those are. Stevens Way in San Diego, then going to Comstock in San Diego. I'm betting for 26. I'm betting these are all post office locations. Shoreman Place in San Diego, and then ending in Solana Beach. And then here's 26 heading up to Irvine, 4 stops, 334 a mile. They've got you going from Sand 5, stopping in Encinitas, Carlsbad, and then finally in Irvine. So at least that's on the way, the whole way up to 5. Let's take a look at those 53s. Been a lot going on today with local work. I usually go to my Otay 250. I'm going to go to my Otay to Vista. So we got starting here at 215. Let's see, 88 miles. That's Sand 5 to Sand 5. I bet you that's Poway, DSD8. Yep. So I got a little 343 a mile going up there. 3 loads going up to going out to National City. 1 leaves at 3. The other 2 are at 330, both 218. I may book one of those. That would tie into what I'm doing tonight perfectly. Those 330 ones, we'll see what happens. They're 678 now. We'll see if they stay 678 by the time I'm done doing this. I'll probably book one of those. But let's see. And then I always forget to turn that auto refresh off. So we got the 3 National Cities. And then this one is also going up to Poway for 337 a mile. It's going to be taking a loaded trailer from Sand 5 up to Poway, and then at Poway swapping it out for an empty one, possibly waiting for that loaded one you took up there to get emptied out, but that's typically not how Poway works. And then this last one at 415 is going to be another Poway trip. Let's just see globally here. Let's stay in this load board and just see what is leaving Otay in general. Over here they've got 26. A lot of loads. I mean, this one leaves in an hour going to Rialto. Here's Vista to Moreno Valley for 203 a mile. Heading over to Goodyear, Arizona for $181. Let's just see what top dollar is in town right now. Price per distance highest is going to be those National City ones. So, and then it drops off to one at 3:45 in the morning for $394, going from Sand 3, going up to Vista, and then taking the empty up to Paris. Let's switch this around and look at box trucks. One thing I'll say about box trucks, I had a guy out with me the other night interested in getting into the box truck game. I don't really let the box truck load board run that much. I'll go in and look at it. I'll do things like this where I'll see, you know, what they're paying and stuff, but I don't let it run. We let that thing run all night. I mean, it was probably running for a good 4 to 6 hours. The box truck end of Amazon does not work like the 53-foot end does. The box truck is, you know, you watching it, and the high dollar loads are leaving in, you know, 3 to 4 days. There's nothing that's leaving right now. I'm not saying that's the case everywhere. It just, you know, I don't really have a lot of time to spend on just watching the 26-foot load boards. I don't own a 26-foot box truck, but we let this thing go all night, didn't really see anything. And that same time, we saw probably 10 lucrative 53-foot loads drop, and he was with me. I think I booked 3 of them. So, I mean, it was just neat for him to see that happen, but it was just the 53-foot game and the 26-foot game operate totally different. I don't claim to know anything about the 26-foot game. I just include these in here for you just for completeness. So, you know, as far as start time, they've got that San Diego going to Imperial for 4:27. San Diego to Yuma for 241, one pick, one stop. San Diego to La Quinta, $1.79 a mile. That's not going until tomorrow night at 11. But ending up stopping in Mission Viejo, then heading out to La Quinta. Let's just see what top money is for box trucks right now. Top money, price per distance highest. It's usually around $9 a mile. Here's one pick, one stop, San 5 going to more than likely a post office, 815 E Street. I'm betting that's a post office. That is a $209 payout. Typically, anything around $200 is Amazon's minimum. I rarely see them send loads for, and I've never seen a $150 load on Amazon. It's always right around $200. It's another $9 a mile leaving on Friday, November 10th. Going to, again, E Street in San Diego. So, you know, maybe they run this load every night at 3. I don't know. But here's San Diego going to Corona. Oh, I'm sorry, Coronado. They tricked me there with the words getting cut off. To Coronado, that was $8.48 a mile. Here's $8.25 going from San Diego to San Diego. Bunch of these, you know, $8 a mile, one pick, one stops. But again, it's only $200. Here's Thursday, November 9th, going to La Mesa for $7.74 a mile. Here's one heading out to El Cajon for $7.69 a mile. There's a bunch of these little one pick, one stops, and you know, once you have access to this thing, you can go in here and kind of tweak your settings around and say, like, look, I don't want to go to 10 places, I just want to go to like 2. You can change your max stops to 2 and it'll automatically apply, and now you can see that reduces the field down. I think it was like 250, 300 loads down to 105, and now you're looking at one pick, one stops. If you like going to multiple places, you can turn that back on and say, like, okay, I want to go to max stops 5+. And now that 105 goes to 271. So you can see you can kind of whittle this thing down to like look at loads that you're interested in. Let's take a look at spot capacity here. I've gotten a bunch of it today. Starting at this afternoon, 5:32 p.m. First one came in. They were looking for a 53-foot going from Vista to Ontario. I don't know where DJW8 is. To Ontario. This looks like 4 or one pick, 3 stops, 214 miles, $550 is what they're offering. I'd be willing to bet they'd at least come up to like 758 on that. Let's see, next one I got at 604 here. This was out of my service area, but this was Tracy going to DCX5, then over to Oak 4. I'm assuming that's Oakland. One pick, 2 drops. I don't know if that's a total of 2 or a total of 3. Sounds like 3 to me. They don't put a price on here. They just say accepting offers. This one came through at 655 for San 3. They were looking to run a preloaded trailer from San 3 up to Ontario. They were offering 500. The thing about spot capacity and knowing your area is they ran the same one last week for $900. So 500 is probably too low. 900 might be too high today, but the right answer is somewhere in the middle. And then last but not least, at 8:20, 16 minutes ago, I got this one. Again, kind of out of my service area, but this was Fresno going to Shafter. 125 miles for $420. Again, I know they'd come up on this. It doesn't hurt to email back on these. I said if that one, that 330 National City, if that one was still on here, I said I would book it. And that actually plays into the night that I'm doing well. Let's see here. Otay to Vista. Let's just see which one of those are still on there. 330, 683 a mile. I've seen this go for more. I mean, I've seen it go for 350, but this just ties into my night perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and book this. This 330 to 612 going over to National City. Let's go ahead and book that. Yep, confirm booking. And that one is mine. I may include this into a vlog a little bit later. Kind of got a busy night going on. If you want to see what I'm doing tonight, be sure and check that out.